Good morning, good morning, good morning, Twisted Threads. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Glad you all are able to join. You all know how I do. Y'all gonna get it in where you get it in and press play, share if this message resonates with you. Another reflection of purpose. Glad that for those who are able to join me while I'm live, but if you can't join me, share it and press play. So look, we got 14 days. 14, 14, 15, something, 14 days, 2 weeks. That's what we're going to say. We got 2 weeks to the end of 2018. And, for many of us, I had a conversation not too long ago with my dad, and we were talking about how this is a year of transition for us. And, I love it because that's what we say when our sports team is not winning, or we see things are going on the sideline that we don't like. We be like, well, we in transition this year, so we're not really sure. But look, I still got a little bit of a voice left, and I want to use it to encourage you. I have been having an absolute ball. Y'all know I love ministry, love performing, love the fact that we get to tell this Jesus story in Black Nativity, and how powerful it is to be able to embrace not just my Christian culture, but also my Blackness, because it don't come off. It's me all day. I love it, and just the perspective and culture and so many different things. But I wanted to get on here because a lot of us are thinking, okay, what do I want my New Year's resolution? Or you may be of a certain age where you no longer make resolutions. It's like, no, I'm just going to do better. I want to challenge you today because there's sometimes an issue that comes with doing better. If you say I'm going to do better and you don't set goals or write a vision for what better looks like for you, your goal will never be met. Scripturally, the scriptures tell us, write the vision and make it plain so that they may run. Writing the vision literally is a seed that you are able to plant, so that when I had a conversation with somebody and it's like, so what's next for you? I'm telling y'all, my mind went blank. I was like, I don't know. But I'm in a position of downloading right now. And so while I'm in this download and things are coming for what needs to happen on 2019, there's some preparation for 2019 that starts right now. And part of that is about what I say. It's about what you say. It's about what you do. It's about how you allow people and things to enter your life and take space in your life. And so if you are sowing seed of discourse, child, look, it's coming back. If you're sowing seeds of love, if you're sowing seeds of encouragement, I love it because when I get in my harvest season, it literally blows my mind how things come back to me. And then I have to remember, well, I did put that out there, So if I put it out there that I was encouraging somebody, that's what comes back to me. But if I put it out there with what I call a stank attitude, guess what? That comes back to you too. If I put it out there that I was spreading rumors or lies or gossip or different things, that's what's going to come back to me. So when we're talking about what we want to see in our lives, we got to be careful with the words that we say. And a lot of times we have to learn how to receive compliments. I have some of the most beautiful sisters inside and out, and brothers, and they check me, Bart, good morning, be like, hey, I'm just checking to see. I don't have any problem with that at all. I love it because you all keep me on point to be like, okay, Karen, that sounded a little bit crazy. Let's clean that up. Whatever it is, we want to declare and speak the things that we want to see. But there is a road to that. So it requires sometimes for you to sit down somewhere, be still and quiet, and think about what you want in your life. What do you want to be better? A lot of times in my job, one of my greatest challenges is that I kind of deem myself, put my own label. I am a process improvement specialist. And so what that means is I'm coming in and I want to see what you're doing so I can figure out how we can do it better. How can we create efficiencies around what it is that we do it now? I've been in the nonprofit industry for, come February, it will be 20 years. 20 years in the same industry. Like, that's dope. Yeah. So that's my dopeness. When we think about what do we want our lives to be, if we always say, they did this, they did that, I'm not going to be this, I'm not going to be that. Guess what? You're right. Your words dictate what your future will be. If you say today, tomorrow is going to be a great day, then tomorrow's going to be a great day. You might get a flat tire. Your head might do some other stuff. Mine, when I wear it out, y'all already know. Y'all going to get what you get because I'm not fighting with this hair on my head. But when you figure out what it is that you want, you then are able to be bold, and I mean say some big stuff. Don't put limits on God in the sense of, well, I don't think that's for me, or I had this dream, I want to be a nurse, and my schedule is not going to allow me to do the things that I want to do. All right, well, speak it, because it's not for you to figure out how to do it. If you have that faith inside of you. So I love this. So hopefully you all can read this. This is my little trinket. I think I got it for like $3 somewhere. Faith. And usually when I need a dose of it, I use my little thing. These ain't my diamonds. Y'all know I got diamonds. I got pearls. I got jewels. But this little trinket here reminds me that when I'm starting my day, hopefully it's not backwards for y'all. Can I put it upside down? I don't know. Anyway, it's Monday. Y'all already know. Monday's always interesting. You got to have faith. Have faith that if you speak it, that if you say, this is the desire of my heart, that God will move on your behalf, It's not even about your talents within yourself. It's about you giving that thing back to God and letting Him show you who you can be in the world. Now, look, I got to tell y'all, because I'm accepting friend requests, and we got new people for the ride. Y'all be nice to them, because some of y'all, okay, I ain't going to call y'all out or nothing, but y'all know who you are. Be bold in what you say in your life. It literally will change your very existence when you say, I want, I will be. This is what I declare. This is what I decree. Because we have that authority, not just in the world, but in our own personal lives. So again, when you're thinking about I want to be better in 2019, say what that thing is. I want to be 10 pounds lighter. I want to be healthier. I want my heart rate. I want this blood pressure to go down. Like I always say, we're people of a certain age. We can't just do what we want to anymore. Okay. Ooh, I felt that one. Hallelujah. Morning, Tamika. I'm blessed to be able to meet you. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to the ride. You all know that it's an experience with me. I try to come and just give you words of encouragement whenever it's on my heart. And I know I've been absent a little bit, and literally I gotta slap myself on the wrist, my own self. How many of us have to check ourselves for what we say, for what we do? Now, I said I was going to be consistent and get on here more. And then, Lord, the schedule is like, well, Karen, we need you here. And we like you here. And we like, what? And we have to realize that sometimes that commitment, that what you already said yes to, stick to that thing. Many of you are completing degrees. I've gone through that process of going back to school. And I try to tell my adult learners, don't compare yourself with these new kids. Look, they out here and they got all the energy in the world. You're going to have to say no to some things in order to get that big yes that you want. Say no to some things. When I tell you that there are things that God is opening up for me, in the way of we about to do some things on the job to shake it up and elevate us to a new place. And I love it because y'all know I love seeing people be more. So to allow them the opportunity, I'm a hiring manager where I'm at. Gail, we got to talk, sister. Can I just say, because I love you in the fact of I was in your days when you had a pseudo name, and for you to be doing the work that you're doing under your own name, look, the world need to know Gail Campbell. That's all I can say for that. But you declare things in your life. How do you do things better? Well, first you got to identify where are you today. And don't be ashamed at that thing. I am not where I want to be today. Okay. Today is the day that I get to start something. We got 14 days in 2018. No need to wait for 2019 before you start something. You literally can create a habit that starts today. And I keep saying it because I know some of y'all gonna fall off. Why? Because I fall off. I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh, I don't think I can do this. This is just too hard. They want too much. Blah, 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 blah. Well, what? Guess what? To whom much is given, much is required. I tell you all, you know my family. Some of you know my history. Gail, you one of those. You know where it began, way back when. And I know that God has been faithful to me. Trust God and allow him the opportunity to be faithful to you by the words that you speak for yourself, by the words that you speak over your children. Y'all better stop calling y'all children stupid and dumb. I need you to know, I tell my kids all the time, they brilliant. They get on my last nerve. Now that's for real. But they are brilliant and they are beautiful and they are awesome. And I tell them that because the world is telling them something different. And who am I as their mother to deny them of their God-given right to know that they are fearfully and wonderfully made? That's not my job. That's not my job to tear them down. Now, in early years, I always tease because I tell people my first child, Danielle, my daughter, that was my guinea pig. Look, y'all better pray for her, okay? Because she the one when I ain't know what I was doing. Somebody calling me mama, I ain't know nothing about that. Like, okay, feed her, change her, do what? Nurture her, build her up. Yeah, but God is faithful, and I love my daughter dearly. And she's giving me all my diva princesses, y'all already know. But there is so much that God is looking for. And look, I need to tell y'all, because I know I get on here and some of y'all be like, wow, that's a good word. She ain't talking to me. I'm talking directly to you. To you, because I know that if you on my timeline, first of all, I already think you dope. I do not allow corny people on my line. I'm sorry. Be like, I know you and I love you, but you can't, if you're not a loving person, you gonna get deleted off my page. It's not that I don't love you, but I need to love you from a deeper arm's reach. And so when I come on here, I say, if you need a new car, pray for the new car. I'm at a place in my life and I'm like, I want this, I want that. And I got one of my friends who, if you have any guy friends, most of them are like car people. And I'll be like, well, I would like, and they'd be like, no, you don't. You want this, this, and this. And I'll be like, no, I don't. I don't want that. But, sometimes exposure allows you the opportunity to expand, where you are. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because, we got to be, yes, Gail, we have to be intentional with not speaking idle words. It's funny because I tease and I tell people, even with me singing, there are times where I lose my speaking voice. And that'll be because God is looking to speak to me and it's time for me to shut up. Or I know that the ministry is bigger than just empty words that I might say, because I do it. People, oh, you funny. Yeah, I know. You raised the 5 kids that I was charged with. You going to be something too. I promise you that. Ooh, Lord. But again, just wanted to get on here. We got 14 days. Declare the things now that you want to see in 2019. I got some things that haven't manifested themselves yet, and we got 14 days to wait for it. How about that? How about being excited? Because see, faith allows you to be excited about what you know is coming. My first day of opening up this show with me doing this Black Nativity, I was like, ooh, yes. And now I'm like, ooh. We got 2 more days, 2 more shows, and we trusting that the work that we put in is showing up and people are saying how much of an amazing time it is. And then I'm looking forward to the people that are in the area to continue to come out. But you got some things in your area and I'm coming on here. I try to be transparent because I don't want you to think like I'm so much further than you. Yeah, I could tell you and make you think like I'm an expert. There's certain things. Look, I know something about raising some kids. I know something about birthing some babies. And apparently I know how to swaddle some babies too. That's a whole nother story. Baby Jesus, need to be swaddled. They like somebody come swaddle her. I guess, mother to 5, grandmother to 5. I know something about that. Open yourself up to not be ashamed to learn something every day. If you don't know it, sometimes it's not okay to act like you know it. At least get somebody you trust that you could be like, look, they asked me to do this thing and I don't have a clue. You know, and so I'll answer the question, what are you doing next? What am I doing next? I'm going to complete writing this book. I'm going to complete the launch of the podcast. I'm going to still continue to work on my consistency when it comes to getting on here and reminding you all with these reflections of purpose. I know what my life is, and I also know what it could have been, but God. And so, you know, you all know I love God, and I know it make people shaky when I tell them I don't want to be too religious. Why? Because I know that the ministry that God placed inside of me is not for the people who made it to the church house. If you made it to the church house and you still sick, fire the doctor. Oh, I felt that one. Yes. Okay. Look, but there are many people who we see suicide is at an all-time high, especially during these holidays. Please don't get so caught up in gift giving that you forget to pray for those, to think about those. There is somebody who is less fortunate than you. Me growing my kids up as a single mother. Look, Christmas, that's all I'm going to say. It wasn't nothing to mess with, okay? It was nothing to mess with. But I thank God for the upbringing that my children have. I thank God for the opportunity that they had to have nothing. The reason why I say that is because I'm able to operate in any environment because I had nothing. Now look, I'm bougie, okay? So there's certain things that I'm not going to do. Why? Because I believe that it is not in God's plan for me to have to suffer any longer. You felt that too, didn't you? Yes. So if that's you, you know, we all on different places of our journey. Be encouraged. Support somebody. Y'all already know homework is coming. Here's the homework. Sit down somewhere. I know some of y'all always moving. I'm guilty of it too. Listen, center yourself, and then write down what you believe your objectives for 2019 are. Now look, we're going to come on here in a couple of weeks and talk about vision casting and forecasting in a different way. But right now, sit down. And I mean, if it's family, if it's finance, if it's your husband, if it's your wife, if it's your bad behind kids, if it's that you want them to be smarter and you want them to be, I don't know, more athletic or more artistic or more creative, whatever it is. But look, what you wishing for them kids, you better put on that list for yourself too. And I say wish because it starts as a wish and then it turns into a prayer, and then the prayer manifests itself in your life in a way that will blow your mind. When I tell you the life that I live today is amazing, many of you know, and I try to share bits of my testimony. Y'all, look, God has been good to me. He has raised my kids to continue to be pains in the neck. I ain't buried none of them. I ain't seen none of them in jail. I'm not knocking nobody who has, but that was my prayer. I pray, Lord, keep them out of these jails. Lord, let them see 18. And then after 18, my daughter just, it's in her genes. She popped them babies out. Well, a little bit differently than me. But anyway, yeah. And so God is great. Allowed this Monday. Every Monday matters. Y'all already know. I try to encourage you because I know Mondays get a bad rap, but it's the start of a new week. Look, I'm about to polish up some stuff on some new positions that are coming in my area. Yes, we're about to expand again my team. So I'm excited about that God has given me an opportunity to impact more lives. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to continue with the full launch for Twisted Threads and continue to have these reflections of purpose out here. Write it down. So you're going to sit down somewhere. You're going to listen, think, writing down what you want your objectives to be for 2019. And then after you get your list, pray, meditate. I know all y'all, we got different religions on our thing, but I pray over what I write down. I pray over what I say. Lord, this is what I want you to do for me. I pray over when I get out of hand, because I know, who gonna check me, boo? Jesus. Yes, hallelujah. That's the only one, because the rest of y'all come if you want to. Look, I ain't from here. That's all I'm gonna say. Jersey girl, y'all already know we a handful. Be blessed today. Have an amazing day. Write it down. Be good to somebody, but first start with you. When you good to you, you give people the example of how to follow, also being good to you. I love y'all, at least the ones I saw on the page. I'd stay on the altar. For the ones of y'all that I don't like, I still keep y'all on your page if you made me upset. But because I love you, I know that you got a purpose in my life. And I thank you for sometimes making me angry or making me look at you with the side eye. Up and down side eye. Life is amazing. Live it. Somebody didn't make it today, but God said, you get up, give it back to him, and be great. Have an awesome one. 14 days. Get it done. Speak boldly.